Hi everyone, welcome back to llenacrafts. So today we are going to be working on this album. I don't necessarily want to call it a mini album. It's 6 by 6, but I guess a bigger album would be full 12 by 12. But we're going to be working on this today, and I'm going to just go right on, show you the inside of it. This is like very nice, super cool, and I think you guys will really enjoy making this. So the front page, I just have the sticker on it that's like a little pop-up that I thought matched it. Looks super cute. Open it up to the front page. We have a little pocket here on this side. We have a pocket at the top as well. And here what we have is a little photo paper that you can stick like any little thing in. Like for instance, if you have a photo, we use this hole punch to allow the photo to stick in here or at the bottom. And yeah, and I just added some stickers and stuff to the pockets. I'll give you all the measurements, as we go along, but essentially what I've done is I've added some pages that has pockets on it that allow you to stick like memorabilia or even photos in it, and then these specifically are for photos to be stuck in here. And then on this side, again, we have another pocket, which I just stuck, this little journaling page in. At the top, we have another pocket that you can stick stuff in. It's just a photo album full of pockets. Come over here. What we have is a journaling section here. This section, as you know, with the punches for the photos. And also, I have another one here underneath. And so you have this section right here. You could stick a photo in. You can have two journaling sections, and you can also stick two photos on the outside for like the same memory. And then that's just what we've done throughout the entire journal. Another photo placement. Here we have some side pockets. So I alternated between the top pockets and the side pockets in this album. And then here, and I also alternated between the orientation of the photo paper or the photo holder that I've done. So I've alternated. Some of them I have coming down this way. You have this space to do whatever you want. Some of them I have coming from the top. Some of them I have coming from this way as well. So on this page we have this. We have another pocket right here, and we also have a top pocket. Again, another pocket here. Another photo paper here, a side pocket on this one. So there's so much spaces to have things, a lot of storage in this album. This one folds down this way to reveal that paper. On this side we have this paper that comes up here. It's a photo holder. We have another pocket here on this page and another pocket up top. Here, we have two of the photo holders that are perfect. You could put a photo here, journal in these spots, and then, again, have photos on these two papers, photo holders, I like to call them. And they can all be associated with the same memory. Again, here, you can use one page per memory, or you can use one sheet per memory. So it's really up to you. And yeah, here again, another pocket in the back, and this photo holder here. And this is the very back page of it. And what we've done is just create a little like tag journaling section here that we can use in order to just journal on or put something on. I didn't do anything for the back. I just left it as is. Yeah, and so we're gonna just get started on this journal right now. Okay, so the first thing that you're gonna need for this journal is 6 by 12 paper, and we're gonna score on the 6-inch line for each of these 6 by 12 papers. And we are just going to, these are all one-sided sheets as well. I didn't use, I wanted to use up my one-sided sheets, and this was like the perfect way to do it. So these are all one-sided. And yeah, I'm just going to go through each one, score on the 6-inch mark. So the paper pad that I had these beautiful 6x6 I guess papers that you can cut. It was 4 different papers, so it was these two, and this one came all in the same page. So I just decided to use this as a front and back cover because it's gonna be visually interesting because it's 2 different colors. So I'm gonna use that as a front cover, so I'm just gonna put that to the side for now. And for all your other papers, you're going to fold it. If you're using one-sided paper, or if you're using double-sided paper, just pick the side that you want to show in the album, and you're gonna make sure that you close it in on itself. So when you fold it, what you should see is the side that you don't want. For me, I'm using one-sided paper, so what I'm going to be seeing is the white section of my papers. All right, so now that I have all of these picked out, I'm just gonna arrange them in the ways that I want them to show up in the album. So I think that's good. There. Put that on the back. Okay, so now that we have them all arranged, what we're going to do is get our hole punch, because what we're going to do is essentially mark out where it is that we want our pockets to be. So for this page, we're going to have a pocket right at the top. So I'm going to mark a pocket here. Or I wouldn't say mark, I'm just gonna put a half circle here. To signify that that is going to be a pocket right there when it is attached to this one. And so what I did is I'm also gonna put a pocket here. And I just alternated. So if there's a pocket here, this is going to be connected. So I want to put a pocket up top on this one. And I'm just going to continue on with that throughout the rest of the journal. All right, so all of our pockets are done. What we're going to do now is just attach the inside papers to the journal, and then we're going to create the pockets, and then we'll move on to the next step. So right now, just what I'm going to do, I have my half circle here, so I know that I'm going to be attaching this way to the following paper. And so I'm just gonna show you guys what I mean when I'm doing that, and then we'll just continue. All right, guys, so what you should have now is just this sort of like faceless big book of pockets. It's just yeah, different pages of 6x6 pockets, which are attached, alternating between top pocket and your side pockets. And now we are going to work on attaching the cover. I'm just going to add double-sided tape here. And I'm going to flip it over to the back and do the same thing. So I just started watching season 4 of Stranger Things. Is anyone out there a Stranger Things fan? Like I am. So I'm on episode 2, but it's already gotten like so crazy. I can't believe what's happening. But okay. Now we're going to take our front paper, and we scored it at the 6-inch mark, but what I actually want to do is score it at 6 1/8, and also 5 7/8. Just to create like a little space to which because this is like a little thick, so this will be able to fit like right there and not cause too much of an issue when it comes to folding this over. So I've already decided this is going to be my back, this is going to be my front. So what I want to do is attach the back first, so we're going to do that because the front is going to end up being just a tiny bit shorter than the rest of the pages, because we are working with 12-inch papers, and the paper pack is 6x6, so it's just going to be, or the album itself is 6x6, so it's just going to be a tiny bit shorter than the actual 12 inches. So I'm just going to attach the back paper first. Right, now you can see why I made that score line, and we're just going to fold this over this way. And as you can see, like when it's attached to the back, the front actually falls like a little way short. And we'll pull that as much as we can. All right, so now that we have this, what I'm actually going to do is just trim this off and get it out of the way. Now for this, you don't have to measure. You just, I'm just going to eyeball it, see, like, just to take off that much. Okay. And so now we have our journal. This is the front. So all of our photo holders are going to be measured at 5 by 6 inches. We want it to be the full length of the journal, but we do want it to come in at 5 inches, so it's not, the full length of this page. So what we're going to do is just score these all on the 1/2 inch mark. So let's get doing that right now. So where it is on the 5 inch side, as you can see, this stops at 5. We're gonna score it on the 1/2 inch mark. And you're just gonna do that for all the papers. All right, so all of our sheets are scored on the 1/2 inch mark along the 5 inch side. So what we're going to do now, or what I'm going to do now, is use this hole punch, which I will link down below, and I will use this to make the photo holding punch. These punches, if you can see. I'm going to make them on each of these. All right, so we have all of our punches punched out for the photo holder papers. Now what I'm going to go through to make this process a little bit easier is just to put double-sided tape on each of these, so that way it's already done. So once I get to putting them in the actual journal, it's not going to be a stop. I'm not going to have to stop as much. So all right, so tape is on the back of these. The holes are punched out. The only thing left for us to do is actually place them in the journal, or the album, I should say. And what I've tried to do is sort of get contrasting pictures that isn't the same as this one right here. So for this one here, I could do one here, this way, that folds up like this and allows me to access that pocket in the back as well. So yeah, let's do that. And I try really hard not to put the same paper that's here as the photo holder, because that takes away from the visual interest. this page has this photo holder, but I wanted to put like a little pocket here perhaps, that, or on this side, that you can tuck some stuff in. And so what we're going to be using is 2x6 papers. Now all of this is coming from the same sheets of paper. So I took about 6 or 7 12x12 papers, cut the first 6x12 for the base sheets, and then the next half of the paper I used to cut these. And so for those cuts, I got, you know, the 5x6 cuts, and out of the 12 inches, 5 and 5 is going to give me 10. And so what I'm left off is these little 12x6 strips that can be rounded and used as pockets in the album. And that's what we're going to do right now. Okay, so these are the inserts that are going to be going at the top and side of the album. And so I just cut these as 5.5 by 4.5 inches so that they can fit perfectly inside of the pockets that we've created. So we're just going to do that now. So we have a top pocket here. That goes down. We have a side pocket here. Alright guys, so we've come to the end of this tutorial for this album. I didn't add anything on the front because I feel like, you know, the moon and the gold adds as much visual interest as I need on the front. We open this up here. We're using different papers all throughout the album just to add visual interest to every page that we turn. These are all our 5x6 picture holders. Come through here. We have little pockets here that we can stick anything in. Like I have some cards here. We can tuck this in here as we go in. We have another pocket here. We can stick something like that in, right? We have our pocket at the very top here, which we have a journaling section in for this album. Come here to the side, we alternated for each pocket that we had. So we have like a little pocket here. We can stick something in like this. And also we have our pocket at the top. Again, alternating those pockets, those top insert pockets, I should say. Here, you know, we have our, it was so cool, like just alternating which ways the pictures could go. So if you have a picture that's landscape, you can put them here, and if you have pictures that are you know, in portrait mode, you can put them here. We have another pocket here, we could just stick something in. Pocket up top here. Here we didn't put anything on it, but that's because this is a journaling section anyway, and because we have our this little thing back here and we have these two pictures here, I thought it'd be perfect to leave the journaling section so you can just write what this memory is about. That would be super cool. And of course on the back you can journal as well if you have more to write, because we have a side pocket on this side as well. Again, portrait pictures here, and you can just do any little thing here. You could tape another picture here if you want. And we have our last and final pocket right here, which I'm just going to stick this in, and we have our top insert right here for journaling purposes as well. Now this was such a cool album to create. I wanted to create an album that can actually hold like full-size pictures, because I know sometimes we have like mini albums that can hold 4x4 pictures, but I wanted something that could hold a 4x6. So these came out super nice, a lot of pockets. Definitely gonna be getting a use out of this, and definitely gonna use this. I love using all the different papers to just come together and, you know, make a cute little album. You know, all the papers work together, so that's really fun to be able to do when doing these projects. And I hope you guys find interest in these projects, and I hope you guys, you know, recreate them. If you do recreate them, of course, you know, just send a picture, if you leave it in the comments, or if you do like the project itself, you know, you can leave a comment, let me know. Yeah, and so this was the project for today. And now what we're going to do is look at our next project, which is going to be this really cool accordion style recipe book that actually has like pages and little tuck-ins for like things like your ingredient list. So please stay tuned, you guys. Definitely would love to see you back, and also subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for joining me. Bye.